Hey, what's up, Cheesecake Nation? It's Super Chudge Funk blasting at you once again. This time with a Marvel Select action figure review. And I have here today what is probably my favorite Marvel Select of arguably my favorite Marvel character. It's a cross between him and Deadpool for my favorite Marvel character, but this is the Marvel Select Eddie Brock Venom. And I gotta say, guys, Marvel Selects are known for having slightly better sculpt work than Marvel Legends. These guys are at what, like a 8-9 inch scale usually, whereas Marvel Legends are like a 6-inch scale. Maybe just the camera a little bit here. He's pretty tall, standing straight up. Yeah, he's a pretty beastly figure. Not the biggest, but I think he fits in the Marvel Legends scale pretty good, because Eddie Brock was a big guy. You know, obviously he got less beefy after he ditched the I shouldn't say that. I mean, he didn't really ditch it, but kind of ditched him. Ditched the symbiote. Then his cancer came back. He became anti-venom. He got rid of the anti-venom thing, and now he's Toxin, and he's hunting down Flash Thompson, who is the new Venom, which I think is freaking awesome. I can't wait for the Marvel Legends Agent Venom to come out. I think it's so cool, you know, that he's the new Venom. But anyway, here is Eddie standing straight up. Well, as close to straight up as I can get him. It's about as straight up as I can get him. Here he is, compared to my current shelved Spider-Man, which is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Build-A-Figure, Ultimate Green Goblin Build-A-Figure way Spider-Man. And I think that works alright. Maybe a little bit too big, but you know what? I usually have him like hunched over, because that's how Venom usually looks. But like I said, Eddie Brock's a big guy, and I think it works alright. He's usually hunched over, so that's pretty much the only way it looks cool to have him posed. And yeah, see, that still looks pretty good. Now this guy is, God, he's such a cool figure. And one of the best things about it is, any of you Spider-Man fans know that Venom is supposed to have these little squares on his wrists, where his web shooters come out. You can actually see the little indentation there where the web shooter comes out. And a lot of the other Venom figures have come out over recent years, he didn't have that. The fact that these guys have it, this guy has it, is pretty awesome. Now, I'm gonna get into the overall sculpt of the figure. You can see all these veins, and there's some decent texturing throughout this figure, trying to give that sort of Venom goopiness, but it's not like overbearing, you know. Just all these cool little lines throughout the figure. The spider symbol on Venom is sculpted around, you know, and then I guess they just filled in the white spots, but it's, you know, it goes throughout, you know, it goes onto the back like it should. It always looks really cool. There's a little bit of white, you know, on the back of his neck there, but I get these, the claw hands. I will get into his accessories in just a second. God, I love this figure, man. Look at the face. I'm gonna pop his head off just to get a good look at the head sculpt on this. Look at that. I love it's got like the green slime. The teeth look really well done, you know. Got the red coming all the way up to the side of the eye, which looks really cool. Just all these little lines here. Nice and shiny black paint, looks really nice. And nice shiny white paint too for the eyes. The eyes are a little bit shinier than the white on the spider symbol. A little bit glossier. And the tongue can actually pop out, which is freaking awesome. So, just pop the tongue back in. I like the Venom with the tongue. To me, that's just... like I just love this figure. He's got a little bit of the green goop going on here. Even sculpting on the tongue, little lines going on there on the tongue. All little, I mean, it looks like a tongue that's got all the little bumps on it. It's very, very well done. Now, like I said, this figure, God, I'm surprised it doesn't cost more than what it is because of all the accessories. He gets a crap ton of accessories. Obviously, he's got this head here. And he's got, like, I guess this is like the first appearance Venom head. I'm gonna zoom in there. Come on, camera. Alright, come on, camera. There we go. I think this is just like the first appearance Venom head. Very well done. The teeth look really cool. There's like paint detail in the teeth. You can see like some of the brown on like that whitish, tannish color. Still nice glossy eyes. I think there's a little bit of like kind of like a black, like a little bit there. It's kind of hard to see, but this head isn't nearly as textured as the last head with the tongue. And then what is probably the cooler head is the Eddie Brock transformation head. If the camera would please focus. That is not focusing, camera. Come on. You have one job. Alright. This one, extremely well detailed. Obviously, you see the jaw of Venom just kind of coming around Eddie Brock's face. And this part here jetting out, you know, about to wrap around. There's the tongue coming up. It's got a little bit of the black on there, which is kind of cool. Like showing that it's like part of the symbiote and it's like transforming. Get that shape and color. And the sculpting on Eddie Brock's face looks really cool. He's got that grin as he knows he's about to fight Spider-Man. There's, God, it just looks so cool. And I kind of like how it's like curved a little bit, like he's in the process of transforming into Venom. This looks really cool. All right, and he comes with a bunch of different hands. Obviously, he's got the claw hands, which I showed before. Oh, hold on, dropping stuff. He comes with different hands. He's got these sort of open palm hands. Like, they're not as big as the claw hands, and these can go on, you know, his arms if you really didn't want the claw hands. You can mix and match. You can get this Venom into cool poses and, like, you know, if you're trying to tell a story or whatever. And then he's got his fists. Very cool. Still has all those nice lines and texturing throughout all the hands. And probably what is his most interesting accessory is this backpack. He's got all these little heads are articulated. You know, they can swivel around. You can put them. These ones here look like put them in the back. You can leave them toward the front if you want. They're supposed to just kind of slide onto his back. I don't know how well it really fits him, but it's still a cool thing to have. I don't think it really fits on him that well, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if it's just with mine. I like to have like these heads like in the back here. They just kind of look back. Now this little head here, and obviously that one there. They don't move, but just trying to zoom in as much as I can. But yeah, it's just a hulking, lumbering. And these fists go on these little hands here. No, that's the fists go on these little arms in the back. You can mix and match whatever hand you want. I think I even put like the wrong hand on the wrong arm, but who cares? It's, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's Venom, so I'm just gonna, but I wasn't really paying attention. And you can put, you know, whatever ones you want. I like to keep them, obviously, different hands to make it look more dynamic. Gotta get this thing down. I don't know. I don't remember it being this hard to like. And then another extra little thing they have these little tiny hands and arms, which actually plug into these little ports here on the side of his regular forearms. And I guess if you really wanted, you could plug these little tiny hands. You know, you could take those off, put them on the other hands, put the big hands on these little arms, although I guess maybe the fists would work, but I don't know. I personally don't like that, because these look different enough. Come on, go in there. I don't know why it's not working. Get in there. Obey me. There we go. So yeah, look at that. Ah, son of a bitch. It's still. There we go. Okay, look at that. That is a monster right there. Son of a bitch. He is, of course, really hard to stand up. Try to prop him against the backdrop there. Yeah, look at that. Just that is a monster. That is just so cool. It's so cool that they gave us all this stuff. Take a cool look at the back. It doesn't really fit in well. See, even that far down, like that still doesn't line up perfect. But, you know, you're not going to be looking at the back anyway. And it just looks like a hulking mass of symbiote. I just thought that was so cool. Alright, let's get into the articulation of this figure. Obviously, being on the ball pegs, his head can move all the way around. He can look up pretty far. He can look down. Okay, I guess it's just looking straight forward, but depends on how you have him posed, I guess. His arms, a little difficult to get up, but that's about as far as they go. Whoa. Kicking the camera. can go all the way up like that. They bend. I guess one thing I forgot to mention in the sculpt, he does kind of have ugly joints, very flat. You know, very not appealing, but when you have him posed, you're probably not going to be looking at his elbows too much, and you're probably going to have his arms bent. So, and he's got a bicep swivel. Obviously, the wrists, they don't bend at all, unfortunately. Kind of a bummer, but he's got these weird joints on his legs. They go back that much, forward that much. They can go out that far. Knees, like again, like I said, with the ugly, whoops, come on camera, focus for me. He's got those ugly looking knee joints, like in the elbows. He's got a waist swivel. He's got thigh swivel. What's above the knee swivel? The only thing another gripe I have is that if you match up like the cut on the legs like perfectly, they don't look right. Like he's just kind of standing, I don't know, like the legs aren't sculpted. Like look at that. You can kind of see there's like a bend in this leg here. So I don't know if they just sculpted that weird or whatever, but I don't know. He stands up okay with it. It just looks weird to me. And of course, his feet only go up and down that far. No ankle pivot. But you know what? This is my favorite Venom figure. I'm very happy to have it. It's not the most expensive one either. It's a little over 20 bucks, like most of the figures. But yeah, that's the review, guys. I know Big Bad has these things, so if you want to pick one up, go over to bigbadtoystore.com. That's a cool site. I like it. Well, thanks again for watching. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Become a member of the Cheesecake Nation today. I'm Super Chudge Funk. This has been the DFC Toy Box. Thanks again for watching, my friends, and I will see you guys next time.